I believe it's April 2nd, 2025, and this is the last raised bed I made. I got some posts to keep it from sagging out too much right now, but this is purely for asparagus, and I grew all these asparagus by seeds. I don't think they'll grow much more than that this year. I'm just hoping it works. This is the garlic bed. Again, elephant music. There's 8 Spanish, and the rest are just from the grocery store. My wife's trying to grow a little herb garden thing here, and she's got some flowers, and she's got a few blueberries. We're going to try to keep them in a pot over the winter and plant them because they keep freezing and dying over the winter. I got a bunch of pepper plants, bell and jalapeno, that I hope to get in the ground, but it's going to be in the 40s 4 days in a row, so I'm going to wait till after that cold snap. This is the little beet bed. I did have them planted in rows, but the rain decided they didn't need to be in rows. Some of them's kind of in rows, and they're growing pretty well. So maybe my wife will get some beets. I don't eat beets, they taste like dirt. So a few of the fig trees I propagated. I guess I'm going to have to keep them a whole year in these buckets because they are growing slow. That one I dug up, and that one I bought, the 2 biggest ones. So we'll see if these make and they survive. I don't remember if I had the tomatoes on the last one, but on this end and the other end is a cherry, and down all the way to the other cherry is Better Bush. And I have 12 Jet Stars. Oh yeah, I remember somebody saying Jet Star. And 12 Better Boys. I'll tell you what's come along a lot are these potatoes. I'm not sure this is good because there's so much green above the ground. They tell me that makes smaller potatoes, that you need the root growth, and this is a sign there's too much nitrogen. Onions look pretty good. There's a couple right there in the middle that didn't do too well, but I don't think anything's starting to bulb yet. And then my leftover broccoli and cauliflower I put on the edge. They're okay. I don't see anything making. Here's my cabbage in my new bed, and they're not very big, but they are starting to make some little heads. So at least I'll get a few cabbage. The broccoli did not do like last year. I should put something up and show. But these are very small, less than a tennis ball. Some of them like a golf ball. That's probably the biggest one right there. But I think we're probably going to have to pluck them. A few more potatoes. These are Irish potatoes, just in a little quickie raised bed. These are cauliflower, and I haven't found a single cauliflower in there yet, so they're way behind for some reason. And then the rest of my cabbage, most of these are heading, so we'll see how they do. My collard greens finally started working. I could probably pick a mess right now if I wanted to. They're looking pretty good, except for the little spot right there in the middle. I don't know what the middle thing is. Usually it's the edge. My green peas did not do well. They're very spotty. This row has a few, but they're only 8 or 10 inches tall, except for a couple of plants. And then this was also supposed to be green peas. And then I planted cucumber. Very few came up, so I'll have to replant those. on this fence. I started putting fences up as much as I can on my viney stuff, just to save room on the ground and easier to weed and stuff. This is going to be my pepper bed if it ever gets the right temperature. This is to the left of that rake is green beans, and a few came up. I'll have to check if I need to fill in some spots. And then this is pinto beans, and a few of them came up, so we'll see if I need to add to that. And I guess the last thing, oh no, well, it's no use showing you the watermelon patch. I'll show you the patch, but this is the spinach. It's just one of my struggles in life is to get spinach. The only reason I have any is because I started them in them little 4-inch pots. This is going to be my watermelon and cantaloupe patch. I have 3 rows of watermelons and 2 rows of cantaloupes, 18 total of each. On each end, I did put some squash and some zucchini down at the far end, but the plants are so small. This is a little cantaloupe right there. They're coming up. We'll see what happens with this cold snap, but stunts them. Then on the far end, butternut squash. A few of them are coming up. I'm going to put a fence for them to vine on too. But there's not really much to see here, but I did want to show you this. It's probably, I don't know how far it is, 35 feet by 40 feet bed. I've never grown anything out here, so maybe the soil is rich enough. But nothing out here in most of my garden like I usually plant. But I put this sawdust out here. So anyway, that's going to be the garden at this point, April 2nd, I believe, 2025.